Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video by me, YuGiOh. And today guys, we have a little bit of something different today guys. So this is actually a video requested in one of the comments, and I decided to build it because I had actually already been building it a little bit before. And I just need to get a few more cards for my friends, and basically what this build is Crystal Wing Turbo. And there's a few other builds, but this is basically like a full Crystal Wing engine mashed into 40 cards. It can get way more out than Crystal Wing on its own, but before we get the new DD monster, we're basically just gonna have to go for Crystal Wing Turbo. But until we get that, this is what we have, and hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to be doing a speed build, meaning there's not going to be a lot of cutting. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the cards, so let's get right into it. Okay guys, so to start off here, we're going to go ahead and get into Abyss Ragnarok, or DD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. This is one of the best combo extenders in the deck because it has the same kind of effect that a lot of the fusion one has. Flame King Genheis and Gusting Alexander, he's got the exact same effect, but it's a pendulum effect, so it's just an automatic free special summon of a DD monster, so you have to run 3. Guys, next up, the main card for the Crystal Wing Turbo. So basically what Lamia does is it special summons itself, hard once per turn by the way, by sending a Dark Contract or DD monster to the graveyard and summoning itself. And this is an amazing effect because it basically gives you a tuner that can be used twice, basically, and that's just amazing. And that's one of the best reasons because DD Genheis can summon her. You can use him and her for a level 7 synchro, and then you can use her effect in order to get into your Crystal Wing. So without this card, you actually cannot really run the deck. And okay guys, next up we have triple DD Solvent Kepler. Another amazing card that searches your DD, or not your DD, searches your contracts or returns a DD or Dark Contract to your hand. Sorry guys, I don't know a lot of the names, so I'm a little bit struggling. But DD Solvent Kepler is basically your Stratos because it can search the Dark Contract that searches all of your other monsters. Next up guys, we have the Slimes. So the best part about the Slimes is that they're broken, okay? Let me tell you right now. This allows you to fusion in your hand, and this allows you to fusion in your grave, meaning having both of these in your hand is amazing because you can use these two for your Genheis. Summon another card, special like a Lamia, special another one. Link summon, use this graveyard effect, summon another Genheis if you do have in your extra deck, and just go on from there. So this is like really, really amazing. Also guys, Swirl Slime allows you to banish itself from graveyard, and so summon one DD monster from your hand, so you can't forget all the effects. Okay guys, next up we have DD Solvent Copernicus. Copernicus is an card. It can send your Lamia to grave, and Lamia can summon herself, so it is a pretty good card. I am considering dropping this because the build for Crystal Wing is not at all helped with this guy. Okay guys, and next up we have DD Ghost. DD Ghost is amazing. It can basically send multiple Lamias to grave, summon them out, and 2 Lamias is all you need to get a Crystal Wing, and then you can summon another one back and do more shenanigans with that. But DD Ghost is like a must-have in the deck. We do only run 2 though. Okay guys, next up for the kind of tech cards, we have these two. You can run this guy at 3 instead of running the Copernicus, because he's basically a 1-card level 7 synchro. You do have to control another monster, but basically using that can get you a free Crystal Wing really easily for the huge cost of half of your life points. But this is Crystal Wing Turbo, so it's kind of expected. So run 3 of these if you can. I actually run them at 1 because I kind of like the DDD mechanic of just summoning a whole bunch of stuff and ending with a pretty broken field with a lot of broken effects. Go full 1 card, link 3. Gotta have this. I don't have a Deco Talker, so I use Guy Saber for now. But you probably should be going into Deco Talker with this guy. Okay, guys. Next up is the hand traps, and I just gotta say, it's a little pricey right here, and I'm soon going to be getting some drone lockbirds. Hand trap lineup is kind of controversial right now because there's a lot of budget players, especially since DD deck is now a budget deck. Or I mean, it kind of always was. I mean, it can get pretty expensive back in the day, but after the structure deck, it kind of lost a lot of value. But hand traps are really expensive. Now let me give you guys a tip right now. If you want to get some of these amazing staple hand traps, what you need to do is you need to build a budget deck and put all your other money towards staples, because staples are going to be good throughout every single deck, and after putting a little bit money towards staples over time, you'll eventually get around 3 Ash Blossom, a Max C, and a Raigeki. That's like the things that you really need for staples, and from there you can just build any deck and it'll automatically become absolutely amazing. Because I'm telling you right now, anytime you open an Ash Blossom, you just have such a high chance of winning. You'll be winning your locals like every time. Just believe me, guys, saving up for the staples, do it. But this is what I run: is 1 Ash, 2 Ogre, 1 Max C, soon to be 3 Droll and 1 Ash. I was thinking of running 1 Ash and 2 Droll, but my friends are buying me 3, and I don't really want to waste their money and run 2, so I'm go ahead and use a playset of Droll. Okay, guys, next up we have the Dark Contract. So we run triple with the Gate and 1 with the Swamp King, because this is your main Stratos spell, I guess you could call it. And then this guy, he's okay. The only time you're ever really going to use him is whenever you search him with DD, whatever the guy that searches stuff. I don't know the names. I haven't played this deck in a while, guys. But I did do a little bit of testing, so this deck is very viable. So this is a pretty good lineup right here, in my opinion. Okay, guys, next up, this is another one of those decks that can take the most advantage out of Lure of Darkness and also not have too of a setback with Pot of Desires. Most of the cards that are going to be important we run 3 of, obviously, and Pot of Desires brings a whole nother level of like how good the deck is. This deck does kind of lose the spell and traps, sort of. A lot of floodgates. This is a deck that's very vulnerable to floodgates, so getting rid of those floodgates are essential. And guys, for the 1-of spells, we have quite a few here. We have 5. So this is tradable out with 1 Day of Peace. Maybe you could run a 1 Day of Peace and an Upstart if you do want to, because draw power is always good. We have Soul Charge for combos. We have Reasoning, obviously, for a free monster. We have a lot of varying levels. 1 for 1 to summon out your not Copernicus, Solvent Kepler. That's the guy that searches. You have a Foolish Burial to send to Lamia, and we also have an Upstart Goblin for an extra draw. And let's get into the extra deck. Okay, guys, for the Synchros in the extra deck, we have 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Cypher Lord Omega, 1 Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, 1 Trishula, 1 DDD Curse King, 1 DDD King Alexander, 1 DDD Super Doom King, Bright Armageddon, and 1 DDD Gust High King Alexander. So we have a pretty hefty synchro lineup with a whole bunch of options, and this is one of the best ones because it returns a card to hand, I'm pretty sure, and then you can go from here and to him with Lamia, so that you basically can return a card and do that. Sometimes after the duels go on for a while, this is a really good card because it recurs, and it has a lot of other cool effects. Trishula is also a really easy card to get out. For the fusions, we run, hopefully if you do have 2 of this guy, and we also run 2 of this guy, or 1 if you do say so yourself. And then we also have a Sylvan Princess Sprite just for those bricky hands, and you can get into this guy and get an extra draw set up for next turn. Okay, guys, that's basically it for the profile. There's some few tech cards that need to be finished and a little bit chopped up, but this deck is completely viable right now. You can play this deck and maybe place at your locals pretty evenly. That was a horrible table fan. Whatever, you can do pretty well with this deck in this current form, but I'll be coming out with an updated profile maybe soon, maybe when the new DD Genhees comes out. So guys, stay tuned for that. I also did get a whole bunch of profiles from my friends over this weekend because I'm going on a trip for Christmas break. So if you guys play Mermails, I think it was Mermails, Dark Magicians, my friend actually has this really cool new build that he made of Dark Magicians. So if you play Mermail Dark Magicians, ABC, or I forgot what the last one was. There's another deck that my friend had, but I will put that in the description, guys. So see you guys in the next one.